Breakups are often the symptom of problems in a relationship. My workbook series, The Knowledge, is focused on helping you change your life in 4 key areas: retaining the information that I teach, personal growth, improving your relationships, and of course, re-attracting your ex. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
Hi there, I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about Has No Contact Failed Me?
Okay, a serious topic.
It is, because most people that are going through a breakup are considering no contact or deciding that they're not going to reach out to their partner anymore, and it is terrifying. Because you want nothing more than to repair things with your ex and try and get them to work things out with you. And so deciding whether or not you're going to go no contact is a very difficult decision. And I got a short email today that I thought I'd read and we could talk about this. They said, "Hi Craig, I just found your channel a few weeks ago. After going through tons of breakup experts out there, I found you and Margaret outshine them all."
Well, who is this person?
I
We're
don't
very
know.
happy with them.
We haven't done a coaching with them yet. The thing that I came across is the 30-day no contact rule. I tried it for about 3 weeks, and now I'm not sure if I should reach out when 30 days ends. It's getting close to the end of the 30 days, and I haven't heard from my ex at all. Does that mean no contact isn't working? Should I reach out on day 31? I'm really scared that if I don't, my ex will move on.
We hear about that. We'll forget about me and move on.
Okay, so I don't know who started this 30-day no contact rule years ago, where it even came about, but imagine if it had been done right from the get-go.
Oh my.
Where if somebody breaks up with you, you leave them alone and let them come back to you when they're ready, or talk to you when they're willing to or wanting to. Things would be completely different.
Yes.
And we wouldn't have to keep undoing a lot of this silliness of 30 days.
Right.
Okay?
Like it's magic.
Exactly. There's no magic
In 30?
in 30 days.
Okay.
Where I don't know why people still push this or tell you to do this. I simply don't think that it works, okay? I know that if you're in 30 days and you're saying, I haven't heard from this person, it's almost 30 days, does that mean this isn't working? No.
No.
Of course, that's not what it means, okay? You're going to find that many situations are going to take closer to 3-4 months before your ex even reaches out to you. Now, they may have to do business with you, they have to resolve certain issues with you, but I feel like it's a lot longer to several months before somebody is going to really think, hey, I don't know about this.
Right, and I'm glad to hear you say that again, because it comes up again and again. You know, you figure if you're the person who's broken up with, you're pretty upset. The person who did the breaking up feels relieved at first.
That's right.
And then over time begins to realize what it's like to be without you.
It takes time to go through that. It takes time for them to go through a phase of, this was the right decision, I needed to do this, I can't be with this person anymore for whatever reason it is, to getting to a place where they start to think about you, they start to miss you, they start to regret their decision, and then have the courage to do an direct approach. Where if you don't know where that is, if you're new to my channel, it's when your partner will directly contact you, but they won't be direct in by saying something like, I miss you, I need to see you, I'd like to talk with you. They're more indirect and they say, have you seen my shoes?
I miss your cat. It's our favorite. I miss your cat.
I swear, I see so many breakups where something is involved with a cat. I don't know what it is. The dog sometimes, but it seems like it's always
the
the cat. Maybe the cat is breaking everybody up.
Oh, there's another theory. Yeah.
I don't know, but when they're gonna reach out, it's not typically, in most cases, not gonna be "I miss you." They're scared. They don't want to be rejected either.
Again.
They don't know what you're doing. They don't know what you're going through. So they're not gonna just say, "Hey, I want to chat. Hey, I want to see you." Most cases, it's some kind of sneaky reason. It's an indirect reason to get in touch with you again, so they can finally maintain contact and try and get to connecting with you again. And then it's all in how you handle yourself, that you have to present yourself in a different light. And you have to show them you're a different person. And all the work that hopefully you've been doing in that time is going to come through where they're excited to be around you again.
Right.
Right? So, no, most people aren't going to hear from their ex in 30 days. And if they do, it's probably not going to come along with a, "I want to see you, let's talk about this."
Right. And they're not going to forget you either in 30 days.
That's big.
Yes, it is big. Yeah. And, give yourself a break. How many people are forgettable in only 30 days? If you've been close with them, if you've been intimate with them, and of course the longer you've been together, the harder it gets.
Yeah.
But how can anybody forget you in 30 days?
It's ridiculous.
No one could.
It just doesn't happen
You're
like that.
way too nice and way too cute for that, whoever you are.
Exactly. I mean, I could think of girls that I dated only for a couple of months, and they may have been 15, 20 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Right? I could picture them in my
Sure.
mind. I could still remember them and the times we had and the good things that I liked about them.
Yeah.
Or why would something so recent, why would somebody forget about you?
Yeah.
They're not going to.
Right.
So, no, you don't have to be alarmed if you're at day 60 or at day 90 and they haven't reached out to you. Now, of course, Margaret and I aren't going to tell you to put your life on hold forever.
Oh, no.
Everybody's in a different situation as to when they're ready to move on or looking at new people. But if you just focus on yourself and learning all the great skills that we teach, regardless of what happens, whether it's you reunite with your ex or you meet somebody else that's amazing and you're excited about, you're going to have success. You're going to put yourself in a position for success.
Yes, that's right.
Personal growth should always be number one. Whether it's day 30, day 90, day 120, day 100, 365, and if you get to day 100, 365, I hope you're doing a lot better than you did at day 30.
Suppose the ex reaches out at day, 72.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do then?
Well, you want to see what they're trying to contact you with, and of course you're wanting to look to see, okay, what is it that they're reaching out for? Are they doing an indirect direct approach? Is it something business-like? Ask them how they're doing.
Okay.
And then take it slow. See what's going on. Try and get together with them. And you want to see where they're at. Okay? You got to keep yourself in check, because it's really easy to get emotional, to get eager, to get overexcited, and to chase them right away.
Right. So you want to leave them with the impression that you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Right?
You certainly don't want them thinking you've been thinking about them all this time.
No.
Even if you have, keep that to yourself.
Keep that to yourself. Don't be too vulnerable. Right.
So, most cases it's going to take longer because it took this person time to find out and to realize they weren't happy with you or the situation and they wanted to end it. They're not going to just say, I'm going to end this and then I got to get back in it. I mean, that does happen, but not more often than not.
And again, always beware the rush for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, when you're going through no contact, you have to understand that they're going through a completely different set of emotions than you are. And what their experience is very different because they made the decision. They felt empowered by what they did. And they thought it was best for them, or maybe you also. Mm-hmm. And so they're not feeling that devastation the way you are because they don't feel helpless. The biggest difference is that you feel helpless.
Yes, that's right. And they have a little more control since they did the breaking up.
And maybe you can talk about how that helplessness takes us back to that early abandonment.
Right? Always. Remember, the greatest human fear there is the fear of being abandoned as an infant, so that we can be caught by a predator. I'm sure we'd make an easy lunch. Or that we could die of starvation if we lose track of our mother. Mm-hmm. And it's an ingrained, comes from evolution, terror that we all carry. And I don't think there's anyone who doesn't respond to some extent to abandonment fear. Mm-hmm. Okay? So that happens. But for them, you want to say, it's lovely to see you. I'm fine, thank you. Right?
That's right. Because you don't know what they're thinking during no contact. But they don't know what you're thinking either. And that's important. You have to understand that when you're not reaching out and you're not chasing them anymore, they don't know what you're thinking anymore.
Or if you found somebody else.
That's right. So they don't know what you're thinking either. They don't know if you're still wanting them back, or that you think about them, or that you're regretting things. They don't know what you're doing. But if they fear that you're moving on as well, that's going to affect them. Whether they're going to admit it or not, and they probably won't, it's going to really affect them, because they're going to sit there and think, you know what, they really were a good person, and I've dated all these guys or these girls, and they just don't compare. Why am I still missing them? Yeah. And so they could be missing you as well. It probably isn't going to be as much as you are, especially in the beginning. Right. But give it some time.
Give it some time.
And they could easily start missing you just as much.
Yeah, because they don't know for quite a while what it's really like not to have you in their life.
And the interesting thing that you have to prepare yourself for is that when they do reach out, they haven't changed. They haven't learned about all the things that I teach and Margaret teaches. So they're not emotionally centered or prepared like you will be. So when they reach out, they're going to be very anxious, and many times you'll see that if you try and take things slow, their anxiety will be very high, and they will be on the opposite side of that coin and be trying to force themselves to see you and hurry up and get together and lock you down again, and you'll be like, unbelievable how the tables can turn.
The tables can turn really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot to think about, but don't worry if it takes a lot longer than 30 days for an ex to reach out. It's very normal. Day 31 is not magical, unfortunately.
Can I just say one more thing? And remember, as you think about your former partner, remember what attachment style you are and what attachment style they are.
Absolutely.
And it might give you a clue. I think we tend to think they're thinking the same way we are, which may not be the case at all. If you're anxious and somebody else is avoidant, you're not going to be in the same place at all.
Absolutely. Okay, so hopefully this helped you. If you liked the video, put a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel. And when you want to get my help personally, just go to my website, AskCraig.net, sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching and I do Skype. Margaret is also here to do Skype coaching.
Yes, please feel free to sign up.
But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon. I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, AskCraig.net.